it should be 4. Starting from the third number, each number is the difference between the first and the second number. I don't know if I got it right though. Let me send a message to Fuhua first. I can only do so much. The entire city slept through the cloudy night. Now's the perfect time. We probably can find what the artist wants us to see in the city. Now that I think about it, the graffiti artist must have used special paint that will stand out at night. And paint always has a sharp smell. Using that, perhaps we can find more clues. If we're lucky, we may even chance upon paint marks left by the artist. Let's take a look around. Is that a stink again? Use insight to see it. Found it. This way. Can't believe there's paint spilled on the floor. Violet is going to have a hard time cleaning it. The clue is blocked by the crate. There's also paint on the crate. Is it possible that... As expected. The graffiti artist used special paint to write in trendy, artistic style. The words that had neon glow and stated, "The celebration remembers for us." Below that, there was also a string of numbers: 23, 16, 28, 11, 33, 6, 38. Celebration. Is it related to the artifact that Purple mentioned before? The photo collection recorded every celebration in the city, and the number in that empty space is 1. The second, fourth, and sixth numbers each have a difference of 5. But that shouldn't be the case. Ever since Orange reprimanded the kids for their prank, it's even less likely for children to sneak into the museum. First, let me send these discoveries to Cyan so that he can check them out. Time to complete a mission without Fuhua again. You're a clever and sharp-witted representative. You can overcome all obstacles and achieve everything with your own capabilities. I feel a little better now. There must be new clues waiting for me in the museum. The boy encouraged himself quietly and began to search for any traces left behind by the graffiti artist. Yeah, this is Violet's postcard collection. In the silent museum, there was only the sound of the boy flipping through the books. Purple's photographic skills are improving. The photos on the postcards look better over time. No, now's not the time to be saying all this. I must find clues about the graffiti artist. I can't let Fuhua down. Sun resolved himself and began to focus. I found it. Huh? Purple took a photo of the children who drew the graffiti. In the photo, two boys held up a paper board together and smiled at the camera like the other residents. On the board was written, "The place we are all familiar with." Below that, there was also a string of numbers: 3, blank, 29, 62, 127. Although I don't know what these words mean, the answer this time should be 6. The nth term of the sequence is n cubed, plus or minus 2. Odd number terms are added by 2, even number terms are subtracted by 2. How strange. This photo was from last year's celebration. The puzzle from the graffiti artist lasted for so long. But the graffiti have only been appearing recently. Very peculiar. Fu Hua and Sign each made their own discoveries and discussed the last puzzle. The place we are all familiar with. But right now, we only have 4 numbers: 7, 4, 1, 6. Vita flips through the photos from his bag in confusion, trying to find any clues from the pictures of buildings in the city on an ordinary day. He looks through them for a long time, but ultimately plays them down in disappointment. I can't do it after all. What makes you say that? I'm not as smart as blue, nor as strong as red. Compared to green, I'm only a child. The graffiti artist gave me all the clues, but I still... The boy lowered his head, dejected. How should I comfort him? Actually, you've already done very well, much better than before. Fu Hua, you've really proven your capabilities this time. You found 2 clues by yourself and even solved 4 number puzzles. Yeah. These small achievements are also thanks to your typically serious attitude. That's why you understand every aspect of Jiming, every person, every house. Hold on, Fu Hua. These 4 numbers, 7, 4, 1, 6, that we are all familiar with, they must be the place that we want to go.
为了方便管
For
理，
ease of
我们给街
management,
道标过
we've
序号。
numbered the streets.
也就是说，
Which is to
这栋
say,
建筑
this
暂名
building
为
is
7和4
located
两
at
条
the
街的交界。
intersection of number 7 and number 4.
没错，
That's right.
让我对付他。
Let me handle them. This is it, a huge house. 1-6 should correspond to a floor and a room. This warehouse had been unused for a long time and had long become a place for children to play in and explore instead. The two found the final answer to the puzzle here. In the corner of a certain empty room, they found a box of what the children saw as precious treasure. I saw research books and art material In that house, there are some here too. Also drawing materials. A child's diary. It's more important to investigate the truth and remove any possible threats now. We can sincerely apologize for reading someone else's diary in the future. After some hesitation, the two carefully opened the cover and saw that the child who loved drawing had written about his longing for his friend. So all the graffiti in the city were drawn for his bedridden friend. He wrote those puzzles as a signal for this friend who loved to solve puzzles. He also said that he tried making a puzzle for the first time during last year's celebration. They promised each other that they would complete a whole set of puzzles together. But after that, his friend fell sick and did not continue until he met a child who encouraged him to draw all over Qiming to attract his friend's attention. And so he wrote those puzzles and included the first puzzle he had completed in them. Fortunately, children have simple thoughts, and this friendship only sparked a minor problem. I'm glad. Seems like it's nothing serious after all. I'll tell Orange about this later. She's great at comforting others. She can communicate with this child gently to bring a perfect closure to the matter. But we still have to clean those graffitis on the wall. Looking like I might ask Purple for help. Fuhua, why are you smiling? Science seemingly noticed Fuhua staring at him and looked up, tilting his head in confusion. You see? You're really able to take on everything on your own now. That's because you were always encouraging me. But my encouragement alone could not help you solve those graffiti puzzles or solve the case completely. I just dealt with some Honkai beasts that appeared suddenly. I didn't even assist you during the investigation. You did it all by yourself. Look, you're stronger and more dependable than you think. Fuhua, can I ask you a question? Of course. Did you go through all this trouble, even splitting up while investigation, just to help me build confidence? Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, I'm sorry. No, you're right. I did that on purpose. How should I put it? She shifted her gaze from the boy in front of her and looked up at the distant sky with a nostalgic smile. Every time I see how fearful you are and how you hold yourself back, I'm reminded of how I was at first. Someone amazing like you used to be like me? Yes, but at any rate, you were already working hard for the city long before I came. You've always been a qualified city representative. Back then, I was clumsy with words. I never stood out in class. I didn't even know how to make friends. Although I met many great friends who helped me overcome these as I grew, I can't help but laugh whenever I look back at the young me. Being overly modest will dwarf your ability, and poor self-esteem will ultimately become an unnecessary obstacle. I want to help you overcome these because I also wish I could say this to my past self. Sorry, it was a bit selfish of me.
擅自这么想。
I've never thought about it like that.
浮华姐讲的这些，
so
我从来
much.
没有想过，
I'll
很
have
有
to
意
keep it
义，
in mind.
我会好好记住的。你的同伴们，
I'm sure your
其他城市
comrades,
代理人
the other
一定也是这么
representatives
相信
also
着你的。
believes in you.
就
Even
算为了
if
回应
it's
他们的
just
信
for
任，
their sake,
你
you
也该
should
多
believe
相信
in
自己一
yourself
点。
a little more. Yeah, they're my
大家都
family
是
and
我
I
不可
can't
替
let
代
my
的家
family
人，
down.
我不能让
Thank
家
you,
人
Fu
失望。
Hua. You can
谢
leave the
谢你，
rest to
浮华
me.
姐。这件事的后续处理就交给我吧。
The modest boy smiled shyly and tried to stand up straight with confidence. He took the diary and ran out, but stopped shortly after to wave goodbye to Fu Hua. She waved back. Just like that, she bade farewell to her former self. Meanwhile, outside the sea of Fu Hua's
恒
consciousness,
姐，
Orange
刚刚这
was
是
just a dozen of seconds ago, the two Vitas watched the great detective that they had looked up to rapidly morph into various forms and then vanished into thin air.
我也不
I
明
don't
白。
know.
之前
Fu Hua
浮华姐
seemed
姐好
like
像正在
she
勉
was
强自己。
forcing herself. The two who suddenly lost their backbone were at a loss for what to do. Fear, confusion, helplessness, all the pressure pushed down on them abruptly like a rock weighing 1,000 pounds. Nevertheless, they were the representatives of Phosphorus and had dealt with various crises together.
小光，
Zion,
浮
Fu
华
Hua
姐
will
姐
be
一定会没
alright.
事的。
She's entered the
之
Forbidden
前
Ground
她
alone
也独自
before,
进入过禁
and
地，
even rescued
最后还
Greasy
救
in
出了
the
橄榄修
end.
姐姐。哦， 所
Since
以
Fu Hua suddenly
正
went
因为姐姐现
missing,
在突
we
然
have
下落
all
不
the more
明，
reason
我
to
们
get
更不能愣
moving.
在这里。
We came
既
here
然
to
之
look
前我
for
们来到这
Red.
里就是为了找道红，那我们或许应该做点什么，
So
吸
maybe
引
we
道
should
红的
do
注意。
something to get her attention.
啊，之前分开的
When we
时候，
parted,
红
Red
队
was
姐姐
very
和莫
wary
里
of
亚蒂
Fu
都
Hua
非
and
常警惕。
Moriarty, so I'm guessing
我
that
想，
maybe it's not that
说
we
不
can't
定并
find
不是我
her,
们找不到
but
她，
she is
而
avoiding
是她
them.
刻意躲开了姐姐她们。可是，
But now that
现
we've
在我们
lost
失
Fu
去了
Hua's
浮华姐的
protection
保护，
and are on
要
our
不就凭我
own,
们自己。
if we stand in Red's shoe
如果
and
我们站
think
在
the
红
way
的角
she
度上，
does,
用她的方式思考。我知道这样做的风
I
险
know
很
this
大，
is very risky,
可是
but
无论如何，
in any case,
我还是
I want to
想和红好好
talk to
谈一谈。
Red. After being silent for a while, Iridai finally took out a marked map.
这是
This is the
在
festival
仓
map
库
you found at
少
the
年坏蛋
base
团的
of the
基地
Young
里发
Flex
现的那张
crew.
清点地图吗？
Iridai nodded.
蓝一定不会留
Blue
给
would
我们毫
never
无意义的线
leave us
索，
a useless clue,
所以
so maybe
或
we
许
can
我们可以按
investigate
照
all the
地图
marked
指示的
spots
地
in
点
order.
依次调查一遍。如果莫里亚
If
蒂派出怪
Moriarty
物阻
sends
挠我们，
monsters to
那么
obstruct
这张地
us,
图就和
this
他的计
map
划
is
有关。
related to his
否
plan.
则，
Otherwise,
就是蓝想要通过
Blue's
这张
trying
图
to
告
tell
诉
us
我们什
something
么。
else.
而且，
And from Red's
如果我们站在
perspective,
红的
the
角度，
festival is held in the
清点
busiest
所在的
district
位
of
置
the
都是
city,
城里最繁
so
华
she
的
will
区域，
definitely
他
notice
也一
us.
定能够注意到我们。太好了，
Zion, that's
不愧是
brilliant.
小光。
Once Fuhua
等
gets
浮华
back,
姐姐
we
回
can
来的时候，
rally all
我
the
们就能
Vitas
集合起
and
所有的
Grisel
维塔，
too to
还有
take
甘
on
丽修姐姐，
Moriarty.
然后大家一起对付莫里亚蒂。 事不宜迟，
No
我们
time
赶
to
紧出
lose.
发吧。
Let's go.
好，
Okay. Orange,
程姐，
did you hear
你有没有听
anything?
到什么声音？
No?
没有呢。
Then I
大概是我
probably
听错了。
misheard. Contrary to Erudite's conclusion, in the corner that escaped their notice, there was a pair of eyes watching their every move. Stepping over the remains of Honkai beasts, Mindful silently followed the two who were walking along the festival route.
程姐，怎么样？
Orange, how is it? No sign of
没
monsters.
有发现怪物的踪
Safe.
迹，安全。
Two fluffy heads poked out of the corner of a sunny street.
这里曾经
This
是
was
上
the
次举办
booth
庆典的一个
at
摊
the
位，
last festival.
现在什么都
Now
没有
nothing's
了。
here.
毕竟是周
It's
期
just
举
a
办的庆
festival.
典，
People
结
still
束
need
之
to go
后，
back to their
大家还
normal
要回
lives
归正常的生
afterward.
活吗？
The festival may be
不过，
over,
即便
but
庆
what
典已经结
matters
束
is that
了，
everyone
美好
remembers
的
it
记忆依
fondly.
然会留存在每个人的心中。说
You're
的也
right.
是。
Erudite smiled in response, but that smile soon froze and disappeared as his eyes began to droop.
小光，
Cyan, what's
你怎么
wrong?
了？我
I'm
只
just
是又
thinking
想
of the
到了现在的处
situation.
境。
Not long
明明
ago,
不久之前，
Phosphorus,
弗洛斯
Qiming was full of life.
启明还是一
Who'd
片
have
生机勃
thought
勃的
that in
样
one
子？
day?
谁知道，一天之内， 别担
Don't
心，
worry,
小光。
son. We've
我
handled
们过去
countless
解决过
crises in
无
the
数的危
past,
机，
and we can handle
这
this
次也一
one.
定可以和大
Once
家
it's
一起度过
over,
难
we'll
关。
hold an even
到
bigger
时候，我们
celebration.
再办一场
Everything
更
will be
盛大的庆
alright.
典，一切都会过去的。好了，
We'd better
我
hurry
们还
and
是抓紧调查
investigate
一下，
if Blue
这
has
周围
left
有没有
any
拦为我
clues
们留
for
下的
us
线索吧。
nearby.
We 什么都没有发
We
现。
didn't find anything.
去下一
Hope
个
we
位置
have
看看
better
吧。
luck at the next location. Orange, we're
程
there.
姐，我们到了。
Encompassing nodded and looked around, a tinge of worry creeping up her face.
这里已经足够
This
显眼
place
了，
is
但
conspicuous
是红依然
enough,
没有出
but
现。
Red still hasn't shown up.
她到底跑到哪
Where
里
did she
去
run
了？
off to?
可一
I
定不
hope
要
she's
遇到危
safe.
险啊！还有，
And Grizzle's
那
party
部
that
分头先
split
不能
with
跟美秀
us.
姐姐他们。
No, I can't let it
不
all
行，
get to me
实在
now.
不能想这
I
么
need to
多。
focus
事
on the
情已
task
经
I
解决。
had. Orange,
程姐，
I'm fine. Let's search for clues.
没事，我们尽快找线索吧。